Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special edition on the Steaming Factor. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some of the breaking news which just came out today that the actor Hank Azaria, who plays Apu from The Simpsons, is stepping down of his role. And since during this controversy, everything went backfired and everything been criticizing about the characters. Um, but for the past 30 years, when Hank decided to play Apu, I think he became one of the most popular character of The Simpsons. I think he is great to become as Apu, and his voice is completely outstanding. But I think this is his time to step away of his role. Now, I know some of you are the Simpsons fans, especially myself. Grew up watching Apu back in the days, but it makes me very upset that Hank Azaria made his difficult decision, and he decided to step away from his role, and we don't know what will be the future holds on The Simpsons yet, or even the new storyline that maybe Apu decide to leave Springfield or decide to take over his business in the Quickie Mart. And what people really don't understand is that The Simpsons creating diversity of this show. And like I said, The Simpsons has been there for 31 years, plus 33 years in general. Since the Tracy Ullman show, I think this show inspired us for diversity in this political views. No matter what the Simpsons are, yellow or black or white, gay, straight, and even disabilities, we're all equal of this nation. And I think the Simpsons created outstanding diversity of Springfield that they wanted to make this show for the better place for younger viewers, especially for the fans to learn about diversity. Even when Apu became was an immigrant and he wants to become as a U.S. citizen back in '96, he always said proud to be the outstanding Indian American. And I really like Hank Azaria. He was a very good actor. And yes, I know he's white, but it doesn't matter who is who. It doesn't matter who that white person who wants to play as the black character or the Indian character or in between, whosoever that he or she want to play characters. I mean, like, um, it's just a gift. People want to play themselves, or people trying to play different characters. This is how they do it. This is how they roll. Like Alex Borstein from Family Guy, who play Cleveland's wife. She wants to play as the black person, and it's not that bad for her. And even the guy who played on Family Guy, I forgot his name. Just give me 1 second. Um, Hold on. Oh, I the I'm sorry, folks. Mike Henry. Yes, Mike Henry, who voiced as Cleveland Brown. And let me tell you something, Mike Henry is a white dude, but he wants to play as a black character as Cleveland Brown. And it's not that bad. You know, millions of people who are black and white decide trying to play all these different roles. But when the controversy strikes, everything is a total excuse. And that really bothers me at some point because I really don't like how they target The Simpsons for the past 3 decades of this controversy and stereotypes. Because we're not here talking about politics, okay? We're talking about this guy named Hank Azaria who plays Apu as the Indian American guy who works as a Quickie Mart and became one of the most outstanding characters of The Simpsons in 30 years. But we have this idiot. His name is Harley Kondabolu. Wants to criticize of the character of The Simpsons, Apu. He created a outstanding negative documentary called The Problem with Apu. And to be honest with you, this guy ruins the Simpsons franchise. This guy is ruining the treasurer of the television. First of all, I really don't know who the hell he is. That's number one. And number two, I really don't like his response. Now, Harley Kondabolu, or whatchamacallit, decided to criticizing the actor who plays Apu, talk about the racial slurs and stereotypes. Now, I realize that this guy knows how he really feels about that. I know this guy knows about his own race and his own culture. But after the fallout of Hank Azaria's role as Apu, I think he needs to mind his own damn business. Because after what happened decades since The Simpsons, decades ago, since The Simpsons became as a Simpsons mania back in the days, the writers decided trying to put it together to make more diversity, intelligent, respect, political satire, and humor. But during in the 21st century, the ratings just went down from 5 million viewers to 2 million viewers to 1 million viewers. And some of the writers are they've been decreased after the controversial episode when Principal Skinner's just realized that he was an imposter and he find out the real Seymour Skinner just came back from the dead. But when this guy tries to target with Apu, let me tell you something. Apu is a very innocent man. And to be honest with you, I really don't like how the hell he do that for. I don't know how that he was a fan of The Simpsons or not. And I really don't know how he feels about the political issues such as racism and everything. But I think he needs to mind his own damn business. Because The Simpsons is not a racist. That's number one. Number two, they never say the N-word. They never say racial slurs or kind of stuff. Because this is not Family Guy. And like I said before, if Mike Henry wants to play Cleveland Brown as a black character, I mean, he could target somebody else. But the question is, should we offend a white guy who wants to be as the Indian character, and you think it's offensive? No. It's about the actor who wants to play his role to do somebody else. Okay? And even Hank Azaria also plays as Carl, also known as Homer's best friend, and he played as the black dude. So why you blame on him for that too? Okay? Why you blame on Mike Henry on Family Guy too? Because that white guy who plays as a black character, so blame on him too. So but don't you dare blame Hank Azaria and his job, because this is none of your damn business. And The Simpsons became one of the longest running show in history. We don't know what kind of storyline it's going to do next for Apu and the Simpsons family. And I think The Simpsons will definitely go off the air in over 700 shows. Because this controversial shit is enough. It's too much. This controversial statement is enough. But like I said, I really don't know. I really don't know who the comedian is. I really don't know him. But this idiot needs to show some respect. And I really don't care. I mean, what he did for his documentary, The Problem with Apu. Listen, I never saw that documentary before. But maybe someday I will watch it. But after what happened during a special report when Hank Azaria made his difficult decision that he's no longer to play Apu anymore, thank you, come again. That's stupid. That's completely stupid. If I would play as a black guy, and wanted to be wanted to play as this character as the African American, and I would own this store, I would say this: Hello, welcome to Stevie Mott. Can I help you? Thank you. Come again. Bye bye. I mean, come on. It's just a stupid character. It's just a character. Why the hell you offended for anyway? Because it's a cartoon. The Simpsons is not racist. It's the American television show. It's comedy. And it's all about diversity over the world. And this is just sad, man. This is just sad. All they always want to talk about is politics. And I really don't like this guy anyway. I really don't like this guy whatsoever. I want you to take a look at his face. This is a comedian that I show you about. This is the guy right here. This is the guy who messed up the Simpsons franchise. This is the guy who ruins Hank Azaria's career. That's stupid. That's completely stupid. And you know what? I could read it anyway. I'm not feel like reading it, but I will read it anyway. Because this is messed up. According to Harley Kondabolu, whatever. Totally biased with Kamau Bell's web exclusive segment, there's a negative reaction to Apu in the Indian American community as well as the greater South Asian diaspora community. Pakistani American comedian and actor Kwame Nani Jani, who criticized the character and has related to that early in career he was asked to Apu's accent. And a stereotype version of the Indian accent. In 2007, Azaria announced his criticism when he recalled conversation with the writers of shows during the obsession of the character. Right away, they were like, "Can you do an Indian accent, and how offensive can you make it?" Basically, I was like, "It's not tremendously accurate. It's a stereotype." And they were like, "Ed, that's all right." But in the year 2013, a Huffington Post, the series said it should not be expected that the character accent will be suddenly changed now, or the character will be written out saying, I'd be surprised if the show writers write him any less frequently because he's offensive. So This is what happened 6 years later with this comedian called The Problem in Apu. And millions of people watched it, and it went phenomenal. But Disney's D23 Expo said that we love Apu and we're proud of Apu. But on January 17, 2020 of this year, news report that say that Azaria will step down as the Royal Apu. And this will be the end of the era. I feel heartbroken. I feel upset about it. But I have no words. I mean, like, this is too much. And ask the writer question, how offensive are you? But Hank Azaria is not offensive. He's not a racist. He's just a guy who plays Apu for his wonderful part. And I think that hopefully that the Simpsons fans will understand, and it is what it is, and everything went change. I think the show will go down the drain, and thanks for that stupid comedian messed up his life. But yeah, man, thanks to the comedian messed up his life. But you know what? It's all about politics. It was terrible. It was stupid. But I think that Apu will no longer as the Simpsons character. And I want to go try to say last thanks to this guy. Can't remember. I just can't remember. I just don't want to say it, but I had to say it anyway. We're all equal. That's all. That's it, man. The Simpsons is all about diversity because we're all equal of Springfield. And we're all equal here in this nation. But you know what? Shit happens. Todo para la familia. And Apu, thank you.